Hey guys, my name is Pamela and welcome back to my channel At Home With Me. So today we're going to be talking about some tips that will help guide you towards your journey of SFAS or the Q course, or just joining the whole Special Forces community, or really just joining the military in general. But before we get started, I just want to thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate all the subscribers, all the little thumbs ups. You guys are pretty awesome. I'm just happy that I'm here and I'm able to share some knowledge, some guidance with a lot of these spouses and with their soldiers, period. So let's get started. So the first thing that I'm going to share with you guys is something that I struggle with even now, 10 years later, into my relationship. But it is what it is. We both struggle together, and little by little, we get better at it, and that's communicating. Communication is going to be so important in your relationship when it comes to joining the military, going SFAS, going to the Q course, and overall starting the Special Forces journey. And that's because there's a lot of expectations already that it starts to get all negative instead of positive, because they're going to be gone so much and then you're going to feel so alone, yada yada. So you always want to make sure that you're on the same page. So when your partner comes up to you and tells you that they want to go to selection, they want to do this Special Forces route, you want to make sure that you're both doing your research and that you're asking as many questions as you possibly can. After your partner has told you that they want to go to selection, I'm pretty sure that, by then they have done the research of their own to really know what to expect as a soldier. So you want to make sure that you're asking them questions like, hey, what is selection? Like, why do you have to do that? What comes next if you pass selection, if you get selected? And then after that, when do you deploy? Like, you need to make sure that you're both talking about your expectations, making sure that the soldier and the spouse knows what selection is, what the Q course entails, what going to a team looks like, and really know that there is no guarantee for any of this. So you might get stationed where you've never been before, and you need to accept that. You need to be okay with that. Your partner might be getting deployed often, or they might be in training a lot, so you might not see them as much, or they're just going to be working out a lot, so you're not going to see them in the mornings or at night. You need to make sure that you're setting expectations, you're communicating, you know what you want from each other. Make sure that you're talking about the difference between Special Forces and regular Army, because there is a little bit of a difference, and sometimes some spouses they can't really understand why Special Forces does this and regular Army doesn't. So make sure that you're talking about that as well. Make sure that you do your own research. So watching videos like these are super helpful. You need to make sure that as a spouse, you're asking why they're reaching or why they're seeking this path of a Green Beret, because it's such a tough road, a tough and long road, that sometimes some soldiers do it for the wrong reasons. So make sure that you're always communicating and talking about each other's goals. Always be supportive and give positive and constructive feedback, because at the end of the day, these are their goals. This is what they have chosen. This is what they want. Their decisions, can be really personal. So always give constructive criticism and always be cheerful and positive with your answers and with your conversations. Make sure that you're communicating about, again, your expectations from each other, and establish and settle on the fact that you're gonna have to be flexible with all these expectations. Another thing is gonna be having realistic goals for communicating while your partner is deployed or during training. So make sure you're talking about that. I'm sure as time goes by, your partner is going to tell you, oh, I have to go to training and I'm going to be gone for a week, right? Or two. Well, make sure you're talking about how you're going to communicate during those weeks. So that way you're not expecting more, or or he's expecting less. When they are home, what expectations do you have from them? Do you expect them to help you clean? Do you expect them to help you take care of the kids or go out on date nights? Like, be realistic with your expectations. Like, you have to work with them too. So if they're coming back from a 2-week period of training, they're not going to want to go out to a pumpkin patch all day long and take pictures with you, okay? They're gonna wanna sit down, watch TV, have some snacks, have some food, have some beers, and just decompress. And you're gonna have to have that flexibility of really just accepting that, and you're gonna have to switch around your plans. So instead of going out to wherever it is you want to go to take pictures and hang out and be all lovey-dovey, you're gonna have to do that at home, and that's okay. Like, your partner needs to decompress. They've been doing a lot, so just spend some quality time at home instead of, because I used to do this all the time. When Sean would come home from work or from training or whatever it was, I would be like, okay, like, I've been home all day for like 2 weeks straight. Can we go somewhere? I dropped my phone. I would be like, can we go somewhere now? Because I'm itching to get out and spend time with you. And he would be like, no, like, I'm tired. I want to stay home and I just want to take a nap and I want to eat and I just want to relax and watch my shows and have a beer and whatever. And I didn't quite understand that sometimes because I felt like I needed to be thought of too, right? But no, it's all about balancing it out and being flexible. So give him his day to decompress. Give him 2 days to decompress, and then slowly make sure that you're communicating with each other so that you can plan something that will meet both of your expectations. And to be honest, just use cheerful and positive, encouraging words so that your partner can just reach for everything that they're trying to reach for. They need those encouraging words to make sure that they can be the best person that they're striving to be. Okay, so we're gonna move on to basically one of the hardest ones for me, and that's being patient and flexible. And this can apply to many things. It can apply to, like, emotionally, it can apply to just going out or spending time together. Like, it can apply to anything. But just be aware that your partner is going to have to dedicate themselves to working out and training a lot before selection, after selection, if they get selected, during the Q course. Like, they're always going to have to be training. Work on quality time that suits you and him at the right time. So just make sure that you, again, if you have communicated, you know that MOS training might take 6 months. And so he's gone all day and he comes home at night and he has to study. And so he might not have a lot of time to hang out with you. So make sure that you're, after you have established your communication, be flexible with his schedule, okay? From this time to this time, you have to study. That's your time. I'm going to take care of the kids so you can do what you got to do. And then after that, it'll be me and you time from this time to that time. It'll be really good for you guys to establish a routine together, but also respecting each other's schedules. Don't bash on your husband or whatever, your spouse, because they can't spend time with you when you want it, or because they can't help you clean this. This is going to be a very difficult time for the both of you. So you guys need to just team up and really try to establish a good relationship so that you can both be on agreement when it comes to the kids, when it comes to the house, when it comes to everything else that's going to come at you in this journey. And lastly is going to be dating. Make sure that you're dating each other. I mean, I feel like I hear this all the time, military or not. Like, you need to date your spouse. And it's hard. It's hard when you have kids to date your spouse. Like, if you don't have any kids, awesome. It might be a little bit easier for you. I'm not sure, because I feel like Sean and I just had kids right away after we got together. But Honestly, dating is hard when you have children, but we found time and it's still possible. Before they leave for SFAS, or before and or throughout the Q course and after the Q course, make sure that you're still finding time for each other. Go on movie nights or have movie nights at home. Put the kids to bed and then have dinner together. And then have some popcorn, watch a show. Sean and I are super simple. We kept it as, I think all we really did was just put Mia to bed, and then we would watch our show together and have our favorite snacks and then just talk and cuddle. And that was like our form of dating, because that's what we like to do together. Honestly, you just have to set a strong foundation so that in your relationship, so that when they do embark this long and tough journey, that they're doing it with a clear mindset. Establishing a strong connection with your partner is going to help you guys be the best versions of yourselves for each other, which will lead to you guys being the best versions of yourselves as individuals in whatever tasks you're trying to do each day. If your partner is not taking that initiative to set up date nights or to spend time with you, you gotta do it. It is what it is. You just have to take that step forward to really show them that you want to spend time with them. And then later on, maybe they'll do that for you instead. And that's fine. Sometimes our spouses can't think of ways to really initiate how to go about a date night. And that's why you got to work with each other. That's pretty much it, guys. So communication, be patient and flexible, and date each other. Those are my top 3 tips for you guys today. I feel like I could get into the details, but you don't need them. You really don't. This is all you need to know for military, and if your spouse is going to special forces route. It doesn't have to get any more complicated than that. Everything else you will learn together along the way. And it's not something that you need to bother yourself with, because there are so many little details in the Army community, in the Special Forces community, that honestly you have to figure out and learn on your own as you go, because everybody's relationship and everybody's journey is completely different. But I promise you that if you follow these 3 things, you guys are going to be very successful in your journey. Like I said, I still work on the communication part in our relationship, but it's something that you really got to work hard at, and I'm just as stubborn as it gets. But when I do communicate and when I do express the way that I feel and my expectations of him and the things that I can do for him, it makes things a lot better. It makes the argument so much smaller. You just have to get out there and really express the way that you feel and communicate so that your spouse knows what you want from them and what you're expecting of them. Okay guys, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all of your love, all of your support. You guys are awesome. I'm just happy that I can share everything that I know and everything that I feel really confident about, because it can help someone, and I feel like that's super valuable to me. But anyway, let me know if there's any more videos that I can make for you guys, giving you guys certain information. I feel like this was a good one, and I'm excited for you guys to watch this one, especially if you're embarking on this whole journey. So yeah, thank you guys again. Bye.